Cool, we should be live.
Yeah, we are definitely live. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Project Q1's live Masterclass UK version. We are here tonight to show you exactly what it is that we've been up to for the last few years. Me and Rai, who you can see down there below, Rai's my business partner. We've been working together for a couple of years now, and we've put together something that is pretty special. We have literally been able to change our lives. We've gone from having, fairly normal existences, having jobs and what have you, and we put our heads together and we built an online system that has allowed us to make a huge amount of sales in the last couple of years. And we've now got to the position that we are able to build up teams of people, and we are able to mentor people. And this is really important, because to be mentored by somebody who already has the results that you're after is absolutely essential in this day and age. What we are about to show you tonight cannot be taught. It cannot be found in a book, or even you could go through Google or YouTube as much as you want. You will never find the exact things, the exact step-by-step approach that we are going to show you tonight. So what we want to do is to introduce you to the concept of having a business online. And we are going to show you how you can take yourself from wherever it is that you are right now today to having an online business, to be able to generate an income online and work literally from a laptop with a Wi-Fi connection from pretty much anywhere in the world. So it's pretty special what we're going to show you. I'm just going to jump into a screen share right now, and I'm going to be able to show you just a few of the rules that we've got tonight. So just to prepare you, let me click on a few buttons here, and right, you can probably see my screen now. So the ground rule are such: we have an interactive Q&A chat down below. So that means if you scroll down, you will be able to see, you can scroll down right now if you want, and you'll be able to see a chat box. You can log into that chat box using your Facebook. Just have to click on a single button, that's all. And if you can just test it out right now, put in your name, yeah, and tell us exactly where you are from. It could be from, we've got people from all over the world on there, but tonight specifically, we are focused on the UK. So let us know exactly where you are from in the UK tonight. And we will be looking at this chat box throughout the presentation. And if anyone's got any questions, any comments, anything that you're not sure about, we will do our very best to answer those questions live during the video. Now, please keep the questions relevant to what's actually going on. I don't want anybody jumping in and start asking us random questions about things that we haven't covered, because the chances are that we will be covering that during the presentation. So please keep them relevant to what is actually going on in the presentation. Obviously, keep them clean. We don't want any funny stuff, but be respectful, and we will try to respect you as much as possible by answering any questions and any concerns. Secondly, number two, are you watching us in HD? Now, YouTube has got this annoying habit of giving us the low quality bandwidth, and if you want to watch us sharp, crystal clear, hear our audio perfectly, if you've not got HD on already, if you scroll about on the screen, just hover on the screen and you'll see a gear, a little cog will appear at the bottom of that screen towards the right hand side. Click on that cog and you will be able to watch us in HD if your internet is good enough. Okay. Thirdly, take notes. Really important. We are going to be giving you quite a lot of information tonight. Yeah. So it's really essential that you do take notes. Otherwise, you're going to get to the end of the presentation and you will probably have forgotten a lot of the detail that we've shown you earlier on. So very, very good idea. Take it seriously, take notes, and make sure that you are understanding and following what it is that we are telling you about. So lastly, but not least, focus. If you have your smartphone out right now, and I'm pretty sure that most of you will, you are probably going to be getting people messaging you, things happening on Facebook. You're going to get notifications here and there. Put that phone on silent, okay? Put the phone down, unless you're actually watching us on your phone, that is, in which case, keep your phone in your hand, but put that phone down and don't let anything distract you. If you've got kids running around, give them something to do. Take a couple of minutes right now, yeah? Give your kids something to do. If you've got people who are, you know, just bothering you in whatever way, just put them somewhere or give them something to do, and make sure that people know that you need to focus for the next hour or so, okay? Right, let me have a click here what we've got. So yeah, important, when you stay until the end of the presentation today, we will be giving you 3 free bonuses, okay? So each and every person who stays to the end of the presentation today, you will be getting 3 free bonuses for you to take home, yeah? No catch whatsoever, yeah? And at the end of the masterclass tonight, we will be giving you those bonuses. They're worth over £500 in value, and you will also get a free exclusive look at our online sales system. This is the system that me and Rai put together. We built it, we created it, and we are going to show you exactly what it looks like from the inside and how it works. So let me click on here and jump out of that screen share. So without further ado, I'm going to hand you over to Rai. Now, I'm currently in Southeast Asia. I'm in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City, which is the largest city out here. And it is 2 o'clock in the morning where I'm at. Rai is a little bit closer to the UK. He is in Budapest, is that right? I think he's in Budapest in Hungary right now. And he is also nighttime, but not quite as late as what I'm at. So Rai, we met a couple of years ago. As I said before, we had different things going on in our lives, but we led fairly, compared to what we're doing now, fairly normal lives. And we've literally picked up this online business, and we've learned so much. The learning curve that we've been on over the last couple of years has been phenomenal. Now, Rai went from knowing very little about working online to being now one of the industry leaders. He is one of the biggest leaders in the UK at the moment of an online business team. So he is somebody that you really need to listen to, because his journey is quite something. I'm sure he'll tell you a little bit more about that later. So without further ado, I'm going to hand you over to Rai, and he is going to take over this presentation. Now, I'm going to jump back in about, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes, and I'm going to show you something really cool. But until then, I'm going to leave you with Rai. If you haven't done so already, get in that chat. Let us know who you are, where you're from, and any questions that you've got throughout the presentation. We will be happy to jump in there and answer them. Okay? Rai, you okay? Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear, Nate. Loud and clear.
Brilliant. I will hand it straight over to you, mate, and show these guys what we've got in store for them tonight, because I'm sure everybody's eager to know what it is that we are going to show them. So over to you, mate. Cheers.
Thank you very much. Just an introduction, Nate. Yeah, just muted yourself. Cool. As Nate was saying, guys, there's about 30 or 35 people that have hopped on since we actually started, so you missed the first couple of minutes. And the takeaways from that were: get yourself a notepad and a pen. Be prepared to write notes and focus, guys, because we're going to release some information to you guys tonight. There's a reason you're here. You are eager to start your own online business, and we're going to show you an opportunity at the end of this presentation to come and lock arms with us after we show you exactly what it is we are doing. So I've just put the final pieces together on our presentation, and I'll hop into a screen share with you guys, and we will get going. So whilst we're on, right, the best thing for you to do is ask any questions at all, any relevant questions, pop them in the chat box below. It says you log in with your Facebook. Do not worry, you can. It doesn't post on your Facebook, right? So once you're typing away, it doesn't pop up randomly on some comments. It stays on this web page. So this is the ProjectQ1 Masterclass this evening. The easiest and simplest solution to transition from an employee to an entrepreneur in 2017, and how we've helped hundreds of people so far this year do just that. So what you are going to learn this evening, we've broken this up into 3 parts for you guys, into 3 skills, right? So number 1, how to profit from the hottest trends on the internet, even if you don't have a product to sell. Skill number 2, how to set up simple websites that pay you from £1,000 to £5,000 per month, even if you are not tech savvy. That is what Nate is going to show you how to do in about 20 minutes time. Skill number 3, how to cut your learning curve by 90% and earn your first 4 figures online in month number 1. That is where we're going to show you our system and how you can actually get involved with us here at Project Q1. And of course, those bonuses, when you stay until the end as well, Nate went through the bonuses before, over £450, £500 worth of free stuff we're going to give you guys, and an opportunity to partner with 6-figure marketers on proven and profitable campaigns. These are campaigns which are working and rocking the internet right now. So let's jump straight in with skill number 1, and that is how to profit from the hottest trends online right now, even if you don't have a product or a service as such to sell, right? So guys, let's break this down first of all into online and offline. You know, it's 2017. Let's look where the money is made and how big your market is, right? So you have an international audience of 3.3 billion people with a B online, right? Whereas in offline, you can reach locals only, what we call a traditional brick and mortar business. I've never heard of the internet closing down or shutting down to sleep. So it's open 24 hours a day and the system's running 24 hours a day, always online. Whereas an offline business, the traditional business, right, is open 8, 10, maybe 12 hours a day. You're paying for people to be working in your shop, you're stocking your shop, etc., etc., compared to online, right, where you have low startup costs and a low risk investment when you do start an online business. Whereas an offline business, you know, the higher startup costs, you're building rent, paying for staff, actually stocking a full shop, your offline marketing, how you're actually going to be doing that, paying for people's holidays, right? So you've got an appropriate total investment online. You know, you need one of these automated sales systems that we're going to show you in just a few minutes. So one of them from scratch, built to perfection, between £1,000 and £5,000. You need a product investment, anything from £0 really to £8,000 investment there, and a marketing budget from 50 to infinity. And the reason we say infinity, well, imagine showing your product or service to 3.3 billion people. Yeah, that's the reason we go with infinity there. And if you look at the total investment for an offline business, right, you've got the building rent first of all, depending on where you are. If it's a town, a city, you're looking from £2,000 to £5,000 a month, and then you've got your staff on top of that. You've got your physical supplies, your liabilities, your insurance, all the bills, heating bills, and so on and so forth to get going. And just a couple of examples here. You know, to get a subway set up in the UK, it's between £64,000 and £250,000, right? And then you've got McDonald's, which is a slightly bigger brand. I'm sure everyone's watching this right now has heard of it, maybe even had one today, okay? And that's anywhere between £200,000 and £500,000 to get up and running. That's just to use the brand, right? A franchise. And here are the references down here, Dalton's Business and whichfranchise.com. If anyone does want to go and set up a Subway or McDonald's, but tonight we're going to be chatting about the online world and how to set up a business this way. And the 3 components, right, of a profitable online business. You need a high ticket product or service, you know, a product or service. So for example, a product could be a coffee machine. For example, a service could be maybe you're a dentist, maybe, you know, you are a personal trainer, or it could be anything, any kind of service that people need in their life. Yeah. And you need a high converting sales system. So what a high converting sales system is, something that's going to entice people to buy your product and service. Yeah. And of course you need the people, which we call traffic online. Traffic is people every day, like you and I, who are surfing the internet and they see an offer or a service and they want to know more information. And then you're going to get some of those people that want to know coming through and spending their money. Yeah. And that's why there's money coming out the bottom. It's called a high converting sales system. So, for example, let me jump out of this screen share just for 1 second. Can you see me okay? Say, for example, you know, it's 2017 right now. And if you want to make £5,000 in 1 month, there's a lot of ways you can do that online. So you can go to any website right now and buy yourself 5,000 phone cases. Okay, buy yourself 5,000 phone cases, and say you sell them for £5 each, and you make 20% profit on that. So you're making £1 profit per phone case. You sell 5,000, you make £5,000. But just imagine the time, the effort, and the energy you'd have to go through to physically sell 5,000 plastic phone cases, right? Just plastic phone cases. Is that worth your time to do? Maybe for some people, but for what we're going to be showing you tonight, that's not the kind of route we're going down. We like to, you know, we're affiliated with high ticket products and services. So an example would be a coffee machine. Okay, say this coffee machine costs £5,000, and we'll use the same numbers. So you make 20% profit commission. So you make £1,000 commission per coffee machine you sell. How many do you have to sell to make £5,000 in a month? Yeah, simple, only 5. So you don't need a lot of people coming through the top of your sales system here, right, to buy 5 of those coffee machines, compared to needing 5,000 of these phone cases sold. So there's a bit of a myth online where people think, oh, I need to get hundreds of thousands of people to view this website to make money. You know, that's not true. There's ways and means that we're going to show you a little bit later on, how to get the right people coming through your own sales system to make those sales and ultimately make money. It's a complete myth that you need hundreds of thousands of viewers coming through to your website each and every day, right? So I hope that clears some questions up for you guys, and I'll jump straight back into this screen share. Cool, so did you know 9 times out of 10 a purchase is made online, somebody gets paid a commission? Every time you've been on Amazon, on eBay, any of those sites, right, somebody's making a commission. Normally, this happens behind the scenes, and as a customer, you don't even know this is happening. Before starting an online business, I had no idea this was going on. Yeah, people are making money on every single purchase you make online. But who are these somebodies? Who are these ninjas, right, taking this money online? Well, quite simply, they are called affiliates. So what if you knew how to get the right offer in front of the right people, and instead of someone else earning that commission, these ninjas, these affiliates online, it was you? Yeah, people are happy to pay you to sell their products. Have a look around. You know, you got your physical products, clothing brands, supplements, as we said, coffee machines, right? There's all kinds of brands. There's hundreds of thousands of things you can find online that people are willing to pay you to sell on their behalf, and they'll give you a cut of the money, right? How many people do you know go to the gym and use some supplements online? Yeah. And here is a example of a fairly old coffee machine. So guys, you've got Amazon, you've got eBay, and these other huge corporations have been jumping on board lately. You got Best Buy affiliates, you got Target affiliates now, and Walmart affiliates. Now they have transitioned online. But how exactly do you become one of these affiliates? Well, it's quite simple. This day and age, you hop onto amazon.co.uk, you scroll down to the bottom, and you just click become an affiliate. Okay? and then you can earn up to 10% on these advertising fees. Okay, so just imagine for a second now that you wanted to become an affiliate today. Cool, and you had the skills already to put the right offer in front of the right people, and that offer happened to be a MacBook. Say, for argument's sake, the MacBook cost £1,000, and you make 10% selling that on Amazon, and you sell 2 a day. How would that change the way you are living at the minute? Right? How would being able to have an online business, so selling 2 of these MacBooks each and every day, how would that change? You know, for me, back in the day when I was a teacher, if I would have got to that point, you know, I'd been like, okay, I'm done teaching. I'm gonna sell these online. At what point, what kind of income would you need to get to be able to go from that employee to entrepreneur kind of lifestyle? And for most people, it's around £200 per day. But we're going to show you guys in a while, after Nate's been doing his part in number 2, we're going to show you how £200 a day is easy, completely easy online once you understand how, right? So you've got target affiliates here where you can earn up to 8%, and the Best Buy affiliates, which is around 8% as well, which isn't so bad. But we're going to show you the companies a little bit later on that you can be earning up to 50%, 50% with. But anyway, most people think, you know, oh, I need to create my own product to sell online. I need to come up with some crazy idea, and then I need to market it all and do everything yourself, right? I thought so too. When I got up and running online, I thought exactly the same thing. So first off, let's share a story with you. I'm going to bring Nate back out in just a moment. Let me jump out of my screen share, and then we're going to show you something really cool that Nate has organized this evening. Let me stop up here. Cool. So Nate, I know everyone thinks that they need their own product or service to sell online, and back just over 10 years ago now, Nate will tell you his story. He got set up with an online business, an eBay business, selling products, right? He would source products and then sell them. And it was an online business, right? It was like what someone would call an online business, but you're actually working very, very hard, you know, shipping stuff, stocking things in your house and sending it off, which isn't actually what you want from an online business. You want that kind of time, location, and financial freedom. So I'll let you tell your story about what went on, and yeah, then jump into skill number 2. So over to you, mate.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Okay, so what traditionally happened with online business? Let me tell my story a little bit. I was working using eBay 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more than 10 years ago now. And what I was doing is I was coming out to Asia. And
Hold on,
I
mate.
was
you sound a bit like a robot at the minute.
Okay. Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you sound like a robot, that's all.
Okay, sorry if you sounded like a robot, but I'm halfway around the world at the moment, so we'll have to make do with it. As long as you can hear me, that's all right, yeah? Okay, so what I was doing is 10 years ago, I was coming out to Asia. I was finding products in factories. I was sourcing those products. I was buying them, yeah? So I'd have to actually come in and I'd have to pay for, you know, the whole container full of products. I'd have to pay cash up front. Then I would have to sort through those products by hand. Every single product needs to be quality controlled. Then I would have to ship them out, and I'd have to wait for 4, 6, sometimes even 8 weeks for them to sail across the sea and arrive in the UK. Then they'd get landed in London. I'd have to pay for landing fees. I'd obviously had to pay for importation tax. Then they would have to be shipped up to the north of England, where I would put them in a warehouse, which is actually a private house. And literally every time somebody sold, every time I sold something, every time I sold something online, wait a minute, you having a problem with my mic? Let me change my mic settings here. And
yeah, we should.
How about now, right? Can you hear me better now? Yeah.
Yeah, better now.
Okay, brilliant. All right. So back to the story. So I would be selling stuff on eBay, and those products would be selling no problem. But that was only 5% of the work was actually done online. Everything else actually was done via hard work. I had to physically be there. Every time I made a sale, I would have to go to the stock. I'd have to find the product that I was selling. I'd have to get it out, put it in a sales bag. I'd have to stick an address on it, take it to the post office, send it off. It was a lot of hard work. I had zero freedom. Okay, it was really, really backbreaking work. At the end of the day, 95% of what I did was physical. Okay. So what we do now is night and day. It's got nothing to do with the hard work of actually doing physical sales. What we do is called affiliate marketing. So that means that instead of actually using or finding my own product or buying my own product or creating it, what some people do is I would actually be I can find a company, and you can find pretty much any company that has an online business today, be it a big one like Amazon or just be it a small shop that has some kind of online sales front. They have affiliate links. So if you scroll down and look at the bottom, the fine print of any website, you'll find an affiliate program. Okay. So you log into that affiliate program, and just because somebody they've already got a product, they've already got the sales mechanism, they've already got the distribution, they've already got the payment, yeah, they've got all of that, they always want more customers, right? So what they're happy to do is they're happy to pay someone like me, an affiliate marketer, they're happy to pay me a cut of their takings in order to get more customers, right? You're following? So what happens is I find a company that's got a good deal for me, and then I go out and I find customers who are looking for the same product that that company has. And what I do is I match them together, okay? I don't do the sale. I don't touch the money. I don't touch the product. I don't touch any box tape, any shipping. I don't have to pay for any products or anything like that. All I do is I match together. In effect, we are the kind of Tinder, if you want, of the online marketing world. We bring together a customer and a company that has a product. We match them together. Now, they do the deal between themselves. I don't touch the deal. However, the company knows that I'm the introducer, and the company will then give me a share of the sales price, okay? Now, we're working with companies today. Typically, they'll give you 10%, all right? But we've been doing this for some time, and we've been really searching for the best companies, the best products, and we can find companies now that are giving us 20, 30, 40, even companies giving in excess of 50% of the sales price back to us, okay? That's how valuable a service that we provide. So we are able to make 50%, and we are also able to find companies with high ticket items. These means items that sell for over £1,000. Now do the maths. If I'm making 50% of over £1,000, I'm making £500 plus on every single sale I make. Yeah. So now you start to see why it's so interesting doing what I do, because I don't actually have to make that many sales in order to make a decent living. And if I'm able to make a lot of sales, then the amount of earning potential is absolutely huge. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, you can comment in the chat. I'll be more than happy to clarify. So right now I'm just going to jump into a screen share, and let's see, click on this button here. All right, so let's wait for this to load. Why is this good for you? All right, we're going to create success faster because we don't have to do all of the market research. We don't have to develop a product. We don't have to do any testing. We don't have to do any logistics or any of that. We don't have to invest. That's the most important thing. Companies are doing that on our behalf. We don't have any customer support. Yeah. I used to have to get returns. People they'd buy the wrong size, the wrong color. They'd send them back to me. I'd have to check them out, see if it was in good condition, send them a replacement or maybe even a refund, okay?
So we have there's no customer support. We don't have to deal with that. The customers, the company do that for us. The bookkeeping and all of the e-commerce related headaches that I had before, they are dealt with by the company, by the manufacturer, not by me. At the same time, you can maintain your present work or business and have the supplemental income. Yeah, that means part-time income from your online business whilst you actually stay with your normal everyday job. All right, so you're doing your normal job, and on the side you are able to make income online. Now what happens to most people is after about 6 months, some people take a little bit longer, after about 6 months you're making so much money online that it no longer becomes necessary to have your main job. Okay, but first of all, you can start off part-time. Lastly, you can enjoy the luxury of being your own boss, working on your own time with a laptop and a Wi-Fi, and you can actually work from pretty much anywhere in the world because you don't own stock. You don't actually have to be there with the customer. You can do whatever you want. Literally, you can be on top of a tree in Africa. You can be on an island in the Pacific. Doesn't matter. As long as you got Wi-Fi or a 4G connection, you can work. So you can work from anywhere in the world. Okay. So you get yourself a product. How do you actually get people to buy the product? Now, this is the key thing, and this is where most people come unstuck. I'm going to show you skill number 2, and this is how to set up a simple website that pays £1,000 to £5,000 a month, even if you're not tech savvy. Okay. So most people think that they need a fancy website to make money online. This is a complete and utter myth. Used to be the case. It's no longer the case today. So you would have to go out and find this guy. This guy is a web developer, okay? So you'd have to find this guy, and you would get charged £1,000 to £20,000. Websites are not cheap. Don't let anyone make you think that it's cheap to go online. If you do it the traditional way, it is very expensive, okay? You're gonna have to guess whether or not it'll make money. You have to test everything, and there's no way that you have any idea whether your idea will make money unless you throw it out there. So if you're going to spend a lot of money on testing, you've got to have very deep pockets in order to set up an online business. You're going to have to wait for weeks or months. This guy's got to do his job, and you will have no control over your website whatsoever. So every time you want to tweak something, change a color, update a product, whatever, you're gonna have to give this guy a call. You're gonna have to wait until he has time to help you, and then you're gonna get his bill afterwards. So after doing all of this, what if it doesn't work? You will have wasted thousands of pounds and weeks of waiting. You're going to have to start all over again, and at this point most people simply give up, and that's not what we want. So I'm going to show you a very different way. Which method would you prefer? Answer honestly. A, do you want to spend a ton of money and look super slick? Or how about B, keep things simple, make money and spend a whole lot less? Okay, with me is B every time. I do not want to be spending huge amounts of money until I know that I'm going to be making that money back for sure. So check out this website. Most people will be familiar with this. It's Starbucks. Maybe you haven't seen this website. You know the company. It is a sexy website. They spent a lot of money. They have got all of these clickables, all of these different panes, all of these menus, the drop-down lists. Everything here is it's a website that they spent a lot of time and a lot of money developing. It's a sexy website, but how about you can use a website like this, or you can use something that is simple but effective. This is a very, very powerful website, and I'm going to demonstrate to you exactly why. So we call it a $1 million website template. Why? Because there are literally thousands of companies all over the world making millions of dollars on a daily basis using this template that I'm going to share with you today. If you've got your notepad and your pen out, this is the time that you need to be taking notes, all right? Here is the template. So firstly, we've got an advertisement. We can run ads on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere that we want on social media. We put an ad out. You see these ads every day. This is what we do. We run an ad. This is called a call to action. We ask people to click on a link, and when they click on the link, they're going to be sent to our little website. So page number 1, write this down. Page number 1 is called the landing page. Okay? The landing page, we don't sell anything on the landing page. We give something away. So we give a big promise. And this is a promise that we always live up to. We don't ever lie. We don't ever mislead people. We tell them exactly what we're going to do for them. So in this case, we might be giving them a free video, some free music, maybe a free printout, something that they can download. Maybe if it was like a coffee shop or a restaurant, or you're getting a physical product, we could give them a free discount. Yeah, in guise of a coupon. We could give them even something for free. We could give them a freebie with a coupon as well. A lot of manufacturers will be happy to give us coupons to help us sell their products, okay? So how do they get this free thing, this cool thing that we're going to give them? We ask them for 2 things. We ask them for their name and their email address. Obviously, they want this thing here because it's going to be really cool. It's something that they want. They give us a name, the email address, then they click to go forward. When they click, they get sent straight to page number 2. Write this down. Page number 2 is the thank you page, okay? So on the thank you page, we then have the offer. This is what we actually want to sell them. So we tell them about the product that we want to sell. We give them a YouTube video, again, made by the manufacturer, you know, a commercial, an advert if you want. And this video is going to educate the customers. It's going to tell them a bit more about the product, going to tell them why they need this product in their life, okay? And finally, there's a buy now button for them to purchase. Now, I don't know about you, but me personally, I don't get my credit card out so easily. Now, what happens here is that people, they come here, they look at the offer, and then they hesitate. They're not sure whether they want to buy or not, all right? So what happens here is the email address and the name that they gave us kicks in. And we send them a series of emails, a sequence of emails, and those emails are giving them more value. They're telling them more about the product. They're making people more familiar with what it is until these people finally decide that they want to buy the product. Typically, it takes between 5 and 12 emails, or points of contact, we call it, before someone is ready to buy. So once they've had these emails, yeah, they will then click the link in the email, come back to this page, and at this point is when they buy. And at this point, the money comes out. This is when we get paid, okay? I hope that makes sense to everyone. Now, what I'm going to do for you is something pretty special. I'm going to try and build one of these websites in under 5 minutes. Not only am I going to do that, but I'm going to give it to you afterwards for free. That's each and every person watching live today. I'm going to give you the website that I'm going to build. It's not just a fixed website. You can customize it. You can do whatever you want with it. And it's a genuine live website that you can sell pretty much anything you want, okay? So I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to jump into an app called ClickFunnels. Now, the days of learning about HTML and coding and all of these things that you need for web design are over. You don't need, if you go to school and you learn that stuff, you're literally wasting your time and you're wasting a hell of a lot of money, because just like everything else now, there is an app to do it for us. We no longer need hard video editing software. There are apps that do all of that for us, and it's the same with business. So we use an app. So what I'm going to do now is I'll do a little demonstration. Let me explain to you. I'm going to sell a coffee machine. This is for demonstration purposes only, yeah? So the coffee machine, I'm going to sell it using some free, you know, those little plastic capsules that you get with the coffee machine, with the that you put in your coffee machine. I'm going to give 12 capsules away for free. Now, the manufacturer will kindly give me a coupon to give away 12 free capsules, because obviously the customer needs the capsule, needs the machine in order to use the capsules, right? So I'm going to sell this coffee machine, and I'm going to build this website. Now, if you've got a stopwatch on your phone or somewhere around, please take it out now, and you can time me and see if I can do this in under 5 minutes. So I'm going to click on this green button, which is when you need to start. So 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, ClickFunnels is already building this page for me. It's set it up now. I'm going to go straight into edit, and it's given me a template to play with. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do with this template is I want to sort out a logo. So actually here, I'm not going to give a logo as such. I'm going to give a picture of the product that I am going to sell, which is this coffee machine here. So next, remember, we're not going to sell the coffee machine right now. Okay, we're going to give something away for free. So get 12 cups of coffee free. All right, how do we get those 12 cups of coffee? Easy. Yeah, we sign up for a free coupon. Free coupon now. All right, now how do they sign up? They put in their name, their email address, they click on this button. Obviously the button is not going to say report, so let's get rid of that and coupon, and that's pretty much finished. But I'm just going to change the background here, make it a little bit more congruent with what we are selling. And how about a nice cappuccino? Brilliant. So I'm going to save that, and that's the first page finished, and I'm just going to jump straight out and do the second page. Okay, so the thank you page, page number 2. All right, that's being built. Now this time, rather than using a template, I am going to I'm going to use a blank template right now. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to edit this page. So the first thing that people are going to ask is, where are my free coupons? So check your email for free coupons. So I will email the coupons to them. That is it. I'm not going to give anything away for free now. What I want now is to sell products. So get your machine today. Right, okay. So how do they get the machine? What do they want to see? They want to see a video. So let's take here. You see, this is all like, it's just like Lego building this. So we're going to go to YouTube. We're going to take a video made by the manufacturer. I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to come over here, and here we go. So YouTube, put in the YouTube URL, put autoplay on. I want to just make that a bit smaller. That's cool. Go down here, and how do they actually buy it? They want a button, right? So button here. We don't want them to click to sign up, do we? What we want is for them to order yours right now. Okay, let me change the color of this button, like kind of coffee color. That's much better. And now I want the background, just like I did before. Just wait for this to load up now. All right, let's get rid of this white here. Don't like that. Background color, let's make that transparent, but I do need some kind of background maybe in here. Okay, we're on white, make it semi-transparent. That's good. Let's make this a bit smaller, this pane, much better. Okay, how about this font? Let's change that. I can use any Google font here. So how about this one? Make this bigger, change the color, brown color to match. Here, why have one button when we can have two? Move this up here and stop, save. This is done, all right? Now the cool thing about ClickFunnels, as I X out, is that ClickFunnels has already not only built that website, but it has published it and made it live. So I'm going to demonstrate that right now. I'm just going to click out. Here we go. So this is the website that I just built. I'll put in my name, put in my email address, send the free coupon, and it will take me to page number 2. Here we go. Get your machine today, and it will send me to this video. I can unmute it. We got the video. there you go, guys. This is what I've just been able to do in 5 minutes. Okay, it's taken me a little while to learn this, but basically, you might be thinking right now, that's really cool, but I have no idea how to do all of that stuff. Now, I had no idea only a year ago how to do that. I've been practicing really hard. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to show, well, I'm actually going to send you over to Rai. I'm going to let Rai introduce to you. I don't know if he's there. His camera's not on.
I'm here, mate.
Okay, your camera's not on there. Oh, there you go. So Rai is going to show you how we can do all of that stuff and what we here at Project Q1 can do for you right now. Okay, so I'm going to hand you over to Rai, and he's going to show you exactly how we can cut that learning curve for you. You don't have to learn all of this stuff straight away. You can actually start earning money before you learn any of this. Okay, so hand it over to you, mate. Take it away.
Thank you very much. Yeah, great, Nate. That was just under 5 minutes. I did have my stopwatch sneakily in the corner. So, so nice one. We've got a few comments in the chat box. So let's get some of these gone through. Hey, Corey, Jen, Ashley. We've got James. Hey, Paul. Yeah, and there's a couple of questions. Let me find them. James Morphic, you were skeptical. As Rich says, it's human nature. Yeah, it's human nature, and of course, it's British nature as well. But you've seen many of the guys here with us quit the 9-to-5s as a result of this. Yeah, absolutely right, James. And you know, we split up our community into, we have one community, right? And we have a UK side and a US side. So myself, I present to the UK. One of my business partners in the US presents to the US. And of course, we completely understand that, you know, some people are skeptical starting an online business. It's something completely new. You're expanding your comfort zone of what you're actually comfortable doing. You're not just doing your normal day-to-day actions, you know, you're seeing an opportunity now. So it's going to make your mind think a little bit differently. So that's normal. But yeah, stick around, and we're going to show you our system and how you can actually start working with us today. Ashley's currently self-employed, up at 5 a.m. I work 6 till 4. You need an escape. Well, Ashley, stick around till the end, and we're going to show you, you know, a tool that you can actually use to start transitioning, you know, from not having to do those 5 a.m. wake-ups when you're finishing at 4, probably getting back at 5, and you've got your normal duties to do, right? We're going to show you how, over the course of a few months, when you set yourself up, how you can stop doing that and edge away from that. Let's have a look. I think that is all. The 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank you, Dean. Well timed. Alicia says, interesting. And Zara, already can't wait to join. Cool. So those are the comments addressed so far. If you have anything else, guys, I'm going to jump into the third skill of the evening now. And in just a few moments, the guys down on the panel right now are going to come out. These are newer members of our community who are generating success. So we're going to come and share some stories with you. When you stick around, of course, we have the bonuses at the end, over just under £500 worth of free stuff for you. Okay, so let's jump straight back into a screen share. So you should be able to see my screen, and let's present this over here. So skill number 3, how you can cut your learning curve by 90% and earn your first 4 figures online in month number 1. That is our goal here. That is our aim here, for you guys to jump on board and be able to see that first £1,000, yeah, within your first month. That is what we aim for. And Nate's just shown you a bunch of stuff before, and if that went straight over your head, yeah, guess what? When I was first shown an opportunity, every single thing went straight over my head. I was chatting in the chat box, asking so many questions. I was so eager, but I had no experience, right? And that's completely fine, because we're going to show you right now how to slash that learning curve by 90%, and how we are, you know, putting you in our backpack and showing you what we found out along the way. So what you need to get started online, you'll need a software called ClickFunnels, right? And that is going to, you know, we're just showing you one of those funnels. That's going to cost you between 860 and over 2.5 grand a year, depending on how much traffic you have coming through it, right? So you normally need that. You're going to need a Facebook ads training. You're not going to find anything online that's going to teach you actual stuff you need to know when using Facebook ads for any less than £750. You're going to need Aweber or some kind of autoresponder. What is an autoresponder? Well, it's quite simply something that sends out emails on your behalf. You write up an email sequence once, right? And then Aweber will send valuable emails to your potential customers at certain times of the day that you have asked to do that. And of course, you do need to know what the best time of day to be sending emails is, and how to word it, what links to put in. There's more to it, but we're going to jump into that in a bit. That's between 180 and over £2,000 per year. Obviously, the more people you have on your email list, the more money it's going to cost you to email them. Webinar Jam. That is a software similar to, well, pretty much exactly the same to the one you're watching right now. That is how you can host masterclasses such as this one. It's going to cost you up to £520 a year, depending on how many people are coming through and watching you live. And ClickMagick. ClickMagick is a software that puts all these together and works out if you're actually making money. That's right. You have to spend money on a software to work out if you're making money on the other softwares. You know, if that's a bit baffling right now, this is what you would normally need, right, to get up and running. But don't worry, if you starting to sweat, you know, you can cool off a little bit, as this is usually a total of between £2,500 and over £6,000 per year, just under £7,000 per year, just to run these softwares. And as we said, stop the sweating. You normally need to know all of this, yeah. And also, on top of these softwares, you would need to find profitable offers online, you know, things that are actually going to make you money that people want to invest in and want to buy. High converting sales funnels, you know, similar to the one Nate just made before, though, you know, it took him 5 minutes to make, and it was like, boom, boom, boom. Nate, how the hell do you do that, right? Well, you're going to need these capture pages built on your behalf, right? You're going to need to know how to do that. It took him, how long would you say, Nate, to master the art? Around a year?
Yeah, pretty much. At least 6 months, if not a year.
Mm-hmm. So you've got the email autoresponders and email marketing. So you're going to need to know, as I said with that Aweber, right, that software that we use, how to structure an email. It's not a simple text message to a friend. This is how to gain attention from your potential customers, for you to show them the value in your product or service, right? And how you can actually structure and word that. You need to know Facebook training, Google ads, paid training, film ad videos. These are videos that actually entice people and make people want to click. Ad, split testing, and optimization. Okay, and ad means advert. If this means nothing to you right now, don't worry. We're going to explain this in a bit. Social media marketing, how to actually, you know, post on social media, and how that is going to influence the sales of your products and services. And also host live webinars, similar to this one right now. So you'd have to turn into a presenter overnight. Also do your consultative sales calls, which means, you know, hopping on the phone with someone, seeing if the product or service is actually for them. That's once you've done all of these other things, yeah? And of course, track all of that data all together, and make sure you are profitable when doing all of this. So if you're working on your own, starting from scratch, this is something you would need to look into, study, and perfect on your own. Okay, and as you can tell by this sad emoji, it's not the most ideal thing when you want to get up and running online. Yeah, it's not the most fun process starting out, but once you are up and running with these, you know, these softwares and these high converting sales systems, and you have an automated system working for you, trust me, guys, trust us, it's extremely fun and rewarding when you got this working on your behalf. So what if 90% of this process was automated for you? 90%. You are handed a high converting offer that's proven to get results. Your capture pages were built for you. You're auto responding. You know that email, the email sequences, the email marketing was done on your behalf, and the emails were sent on your behalf, building those relationships with your potential customers. The sales presentations, the webinars, the masterclasses, right, were all done for you. And even your high ticket sales calls were done for you, right? So that's 90% of all the stuff we've just shown you in the last couple of slides. They're all done. It's all done on your behalf, right? Your sales are closed for you, and you make 100% of the commission. How about that? And all you have to do is follow our over-the-shoulder, click-by-click training on the remaining 10%. The remaining 10% is sending traffic, right? So how does the ProjectQ1 automated business work? You have some high-quality traffic that we're going to show you in just a few moments. I'm going to do a walkthrough of our system, and I have the simple steps we have in place that shows you how to get high quality traffic through a high converting sales system, otherwise known as a sales funnel, right? Similar to the one Nate made. That's working on automation 24 hours a day. As we said, the internet does not sleep to sell the products and services you're promoting. You know, there's high commission, passive residual income, and you are leveraging the sales, which results in you getting paid, right? You getting paid. So that's how, in a box, how our system works. The proof is in the chocolate pudding to the right of this screen, guys. The proof is in the pudding, okay? You are here on this masterclass. That's proof that similar systems to this work, right? You saw an advert showing you an online business opportunity. You opted in, and now you're learning about an opportunity to start an online business. Yeah, you probably got emailed from one of the leaders here today, inviting you so we can show you, stumbling my words here, so we can show you an opportunity. Now, the only question is, if we show you exactly how to do all of this, are you actually going to do it? Right? Because that is the only variable. You watching this screen right now, you are the only variable. You've come through a process, right? You were interested in an online business. Yeah, and you've taken time out of your Sunday evening, probably had your dinner early, and you've joined us today on this masterclass. And now we're showing you our system, how ProjectQ1 is working. And you're going to hear the stories from the guys down on the panel right now, and how they are a bit different. You know, how they actually took action. They took that leap. They understood that the information alone that they saw when they watched a very similar webinar to the one you're watching right now, the information wasn't enough. Yeah, they seized an opportunity to lock arms with us, and they took action, the same as the other 500 plus people within our community, right, did, and are generating that full-time online income for themselves. And let's get to the work, okay? The work, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. This is a Facebook fan page. It's a little bit different to a profile page, okay? You can advertise on a fan page. And we show you how to set all of this up in our training modules, in our members area, that I'm going to show you a sneak peek of in just a few minutes, okay? So here's a fan page. And depending on what the offer is, that Rob, he's one of my business partners over in the US, depends on what he's promoting, right? So discover how completely ordinary people are leveraging the internet to build a global business in their spare time. So at the minute, he's promoting a online business opportunity. Okay, and people are going to come through, watch a webinar, watch a masterclass, watch a series of videos, right? And then decide, okay, I want to start an online business. Or maybe they're going to think, okay, I want to carry on with my normal job. Yeah, people make that decision as well. And he's going to show them the opportunity. Yeah, he's going to show them product or service, and that's it. Voila. He markets through social media advertising. People go through the high converted sales system, and at the end, some people come through and want to have his product or service, right? So let me ask you guys watching this right now a question. Are you enjoying the masterclass so far? Let us know in the comment box below. If you are enjoying, brilliant, tell us why. If you aren't enjoying, brilliant, tell us why. Right, I'll have a look at some of the chats right now, see if we've got any questions coming in here. Everyone enjoying so far? 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Yeah. Glad to hear you guys. 12 pages of notes. Dev, I like hearing that. Kev, sorry. 12 pages of notes. Brilliant. I'll be interested to see the notes at some point as well. Are you going to tell me I don't need the notes now because you have it all done? No, the notes are good. Okay, the notes are brilliant that you've been making those. So they are extremely valuable. When I watched a presentation, when I knew nothing about online business, right, I was the same. I was pausing, playing. I rewatched. You know, I wanted to know every single detail of what these people who had what I wanted. I wanted to know how. Can I get to that position, right? So I was writing down notes as well. So love hearing that. Kev, you're taking it seriously, right? Let's jump back into the screen share. So by now you're probably wondering and asking, how do you make money with ProjectQ1? Ryan, you've shown me this system, but how do I actually generate an income with it? And you're minutes away now from a 100% free, exclusive inside look of our online sales system and how it actually works, right? A sneak peek of our members area. And you've already been given one bonus. That's the fully customizable website. And we've got another 2 free gifts or bonuses for you guys. So how do you build an income with ProjectQ1? Promote best-selling, high-ticket products where you can earn between £300 and over £4,000 commission per sale. And at this point, if you're anything like me, this is the first kind of webinar you've watched and you've never heard of an online business before or how scalable it is, you might be like, what the hell, right? Are you serious? £4,000? Well, they're the kind of companies that we're working with, guys. High ticket products. Yeah, as I said, the companies we work with, they are 40 years old, 43 years old, in fact, established global companies. These aren't like fly-by-night companies that we're working with and that we promote. These are rock solid companies turning over £1 billion revenue per year. Okay, we want to be working with companies we can trust and they can trust us. Products that people actually want on a day-to-day basis in their lives. How lucrative and the compensation plan is patented and extremely lucrative, right? And how your 9-to-5 income can be replaced with between 1 and 3 sales per month. And a couple of guys on the panel down there, I know Lily's going to come out soon, and she's going to tell you what she used to do and how a few sales a month, allowed her to quit her job and now be full-time online. She can travel. I think she's just been to Malta, she's been to Portugal, and she's just been to Ireland. I don't know quite why she went over to Ireland, but she can tell you that in a bit. I'm only joking, Lily, if you can hear me. And guys, the potential to earn a lifetime income with us. Okay, a lifetime income. with the companies that we're working for. There's no sign-up fee, no monthly qualifications or renewal fees. You don't have to pay to have the privilege of selling high converting products, right? You don't stock or ship the inventory, you know, as Nate was doing back in the day over in Vietnam, so-called online business, right? And you're stocking a house full of stuff, you're labeling it and then sending it away through the post office. We don't do that. We never touch the products. And there are many ways to earn an income with the companies we're working with. Yeah, and it pays daily. You don't have to wait till the end of the month to get that pay slip and see the money pop in on the notification on your phone that's gone in. This company pays on a daily basis. So now I've told you all that. Imagine all of these softwares here are already done for you. Yeah, we've shown you the high converting sales funnel we have at ProjectQ1, and all you have to do is drive that traffic, right? It's the automated system, the highly profitable sales system that we're actually running here. And we've obviously going to show you how to drive that traffic, the easy bit of work, 10% of the work, to put the traffic in the top. Yeah, we're going to jump into a screen share. I'm going to show you guys a sneak peek in just a little bit of our training academy, where we educate you, we mentor you, and give you training, you know, every single day on how to start and maintain and scale your online business. It's called the ProjectQ1 Training Academy and Automated System. Right, but now you're probably wondering, you know, by now, how much, Ryan? You've shown us all this, you've gone through it all. How much is this going to cost me? Right, but first of all, let me tell you what you're going to get. You're going to get our training academy. I'm going to jump into a screen share with you guys in just a few moments. Yeah, that is over £2,400 worth of value in there. The training alone is worth that. The automated system that runs 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, you know, that's worth just under £5,000. The Facebook group, the value of the Facebook group alone, you know, our private community is worth £1,000. Any time of day you have a question, right? Imagine you have five. It's like Google and YouTube combined, but just with the people you actually want to speak to on there. Yeah. Our weekly team mastermind calls. We just jumped off a couple of masterminds this evening at ProjectQ1 with our teams. We had 2 great calls where people ask us as leaders any kind of questions they have about their online business. During the week, we go live each and every week for our community. That's a total value there of just shy of £9,000. Okay. But of course, we do have some bonuses as well left for you. Almost forgot the bonuses then. Bonus number 1, recordings of all past mastermind calls. So if you're wondering, oh, but you guys had a mastermind today, you probably had one last week, the week before, and all the months before that. Yes, we did. And we have them recorded and we give them out. And that's for the first 20 people only. Okay, that will be joining tonight. And guys, these are invaluable. We have them available for you. They're titled. So any kind of question you have, you can just scan the title and you're going to see. You know, you're going to see the value that we have set up on these videos. Bonus number 2, the latest tips and tricks from the pros, including all new course modules, lessons, mentorship, tools and training to ensure your online business is a success. So every time something is updated, guys, you are the first to know. Value, £1,000. Note, this bonus is for the first 10 people only to join up with us this evening. Okay, first 10 people. And if you're wondering, you know, where are you getting these figures from? These figures are from our community members. we ask our members, what is the value, not the cost, what is the value of the system that you are working with? Yeah, and these are the figures that we get back. So let's add all of this up again. Okay, guys, so you've got the training academy, you have the automated system running 24 hours a day, £5,000 worth of value right there. The Facebook group alone, £1,000. Yeah, the weekly team mastermind calls. This time next week, next Sunday, you will be on a mastermind call with us. You will have started setting up your business and got the motions rolling. Okay, you're going to be there with us. Bonus number 1, every single mastermind recording from the past. Okay, we're throwing that in for the first 20 people. Bonus number 2, the latest tips and tricks from the pros. Yeah, every single time something's updated, you guys are first to know. So you have a total value there of £11,985 total value. So what would one high ticket sale be worth to you? Just one sale. Okay. What would just one high ticket sale do for you? Imagine that, right? An extra £1,000. What would £1,000 per month extra do for you? Would it be enough to make you let you quit your job? Probably not. You know, living in the UK these days, £1,000 doesn't go too far, right? On a month-to-month basis. But how would that help you? What would it help you pay? Would it mean you can go on holiday somewhere else, an extra holiday? Maybe if your work allows you to have some time off. And what about you've been working the system for a couple of months, right? And you understand, and then you're making £1,000 per week. Yeah, what would one sale, £1,000 sale per week do for you? I'm sure that for every single person watching this right now, that's going to allow you to quit your job, right? And then you've been working the system, you've been having your online business up and running for a few months, right? And you have the ability to be making £1,000 per day. How would that change your life, right? Dramatically, I can imagine. And of course, we were saying, you know, we've been working with companies, we are working with companies right now that pay us up to £4,000 commission per sale. And don't get me wrong, this isn't right at the start. Yeah, you don't come in and you start earning £4,000 like this. You know, you're not going to come in today and then for £4,000 tomorrow. There is a training system that you run through, and you know there is a compensation plan with the companies you're working for. But when you put the effort in, when you put the time in, right, and when you stay persistent and follow our training, this is the potential you have online. And a few of these guys down on the panel right now are going to jump on board and share their stories with you, yeah, and show you how real this is and how scalable an online business is. So imagine that, an extra £4,000 per month. If you could make one sale per month at £4,000, how would that change your entire life? All right. And again, you're at a high rank within the company, and you're able to make one of these per week. Imagine that, guys, £4,000 per week, right? And these are the companies we're working with. And we're going to introduce you to one of our business partners over in the US. They make over $4,000 per sale. Yeah, as we said, we work with a global company. This is a global community, and you can get to a point when you stick around, right, and you can make that $4,000 per day, one sale per day. Okay, everything's in place, your marketing's in place, the high converting sales funnel is in place for you, and you are making a sale per day, guys. As we showed you before, there are 3.3 billion people online. Okay, do you think that market cannot cater for that? So if you earn £4,000, okay, from just one high ticket product sale with us, would it make sense to pay me just £4,000 one time to set this system up with you? But that makes sense, you know. We sit down together, we meet up, and I say, right, you're going to be making this much money. Does it make sense for you to give me $4,000 one-off time? I get my card machine out, you know, and we set it up together. Would that make sense? Then every sale past sale number 1 is just pure profit. Would that make sense? Just pure profit, right? So you can see why it's a good deal at £4,000. Okay, you can actually visualize it, right? It's a good business deal. $4,000, you get this system set up for you, and you're set. Okay, and if you go to ProjectQ1.com right now, if you go right now, you're going to see it's available for $997, which on the exchange rate is around £797. Okay, but because you are watching live with us right now, you already know the basics. We've just been with you for what's the time now? You know, you've been watching us live for just an hour and 16 minutes. So you know the basics. You know a hell of a lot more than a lot of people with an online business right now. Trust me. Yeah, because you guys are here, you're special, you're watching this right now with us. We have it for a one-time limited offer of £79. £79. Okay, this isn't a monthly subscription, a yearly fee. This is a one-time offer. You guys know the basics already. You've seen an ad. You've followed the process, right? You've come in. You've seen our emails. You're gaining value. You want to know more. You want to start an online business. And guess what? We want to give you that opportunity. We want you to have this opportunity. So £79 one-off payment. What do you think about that? Let us know in the chat box. You know, and let's see what you're going to get. One more time, you're going to get the automated system, you know, the training academy, the Facebook group, the weekly mastermind calls, bonus number 1, all those replays. Number 2, the lifetime access and those tips and tricks from the pros. Okay, and much, much more. So get started right now for just £79. All you need to do is click that orange button below this video or above this video or in the corner of your screen, right? Click that orange button and invest today. Invest in yourself. All you have to do is click that button straight away and join with us. So, fact, people in our community are earning money online, right? You can see this guy on the left. This is Rich. Rich was an electrician up until a few months ago, right? Working 60-hour weeks. He'll tell you a story in just a few minutes. And last month, Rich earned over £20,000 in a single month. Okay, yeah, you know, this wasn't his first month. Okay, Rich has been with us now for 11 months, but he'll tell you if it's worth it, you know, in just a few minutes. Here's Bobby. He was doing landscaping and construction over in the US, and last month he earned over $10,000. Okay, which, you know, isn't too bad, right? Here is Rob's sister. Rob is one of our business partners in the US. He presents to the US guys coming through and watching the webinar, and he set his sister up with an identical system to the one we have right now. And last month, she earned $23,000. She's currently living over in Hawaii on one of the islands. And you've got Lily here. Okay, Lily's down in the panel. She's going to share her story with you in just a bit. She was working in jewelry sales. She went traveling a couple of years ago and knew there was more to life, right? She was looking for an opportunity. And in her first 3 weeks, she made over £2,000. Imagine what that would do for you within your first few weeks. Okay, and on the left here, next to myself and Rob, you can see a guy. His name's Brian. Brian and us are friends. We met up in a mastermind over in Thailand in January, and last month, using an identical system to ours, he was an oil patch worker, by the way, up in Canada. He earned $65,000. Guys, yes, he's been doing it, you know, for a couple of years. But when you stick around, this is what is possible. And on the right here, you can see Julian. Julian and I are friends. We met over in Thailand for the first time. You know, we met online. People aren't real online though, right? Until you meet them in person. And he was in the same mastermind. Julian's been doing this for a little over 3 years. And his advice to anyone that's just joining is just stick around and follow your mentors, follow your coaches. Okay, and we were throwing those figures around before, you know, of the likes of getting £4,000 or dollars per day. That is exactly the position Julian has put himself in. He was a personal trainer. Okay, personal trainer, you earn about $15 an hour over in the US, around £12, £13. Decided to make a change. You know, 3.5 years later, he's earning $120,000 per month. Okay, that's that one sale a day mark when you're earning $4,000 per sale. Okay, guys, that's what happens when you stick around and you know how scalable an online business is and the size of the market and exactly how to utilize that, which is exactly what our training is going to show you. Excuse me. So we do have one more bonus for you right now, bonus number 3. And that is a 30-minute one-on-one coaching call. What is a coaching call? Well, coaching call, guys, is an essential part of starting an online business. Okay, on a coaching call, you're going to speak to someone who's been through everything you've been through. They had a job. Okay, they were going through a very similar experience to what you guys have been through or going through right now, like I did. And then you start running through a training and you book a coaching call, okay? And at that scheduled time, you hop on and you have already answered a questionnaire. So the coach knows you a bit. And what that is going to do is give you an idea, going to give the coach an idea of where you are right now and where you want to get to, and how to map out a plan specifically for you. Okay, not just like a generic plan, how to get from here to here. It's a plan how to specifically help you get from point A to point B, wherever point B is. If you want to quit your job and you want to earn an extra £2,000 per month, and you want to do it in your first 3 months or 2 months, that's what the coach will sit down with you and do. If you want to, you know, you got no strings attached and you want to go traveling and you want to go and earn £5,000 per month and you want to live in the south of Thailand, that's what the coach will do for you on that coaching call. Each person down on the panel right now and every single successful member of our community, guys, started off with a coaching call. It's that personal touch that I'm sure every single person right now requires and would like to have when they're starting an online business. And that value for the coach's time is £297. But note, look at the bottom there. This bonus is for the first 10 people only. The first 10 action takers, okay? The people that have seen an opportunity, they can see the value in what we have to offer here, and they are going to go for it. They want that coaching call. They already know where they want to get to, right? And here is some of our coaches within the community, some of the co-founders, and you can see a bunch more down on the panel. And there's a whole bunch more not on this evening. You know, people are cracking on with their Sunday evening. Some of the coaches that are with us, but we do have a calendar, guys. We have a scheduler, and if you're watching the replay right now and you're wondering, Ryan, I want to have a coaching call. I need a coaching call. I really want to get my business up and running, but I'm not sure if I'm in the first 10 people. Well, don't worry. What you can do when you click that orange button below right away and invest in ProjectQ1 and in yourself, right? You can send us a message on Facebook, and if you put, you know, coaching call or caption it coaching call, we'll be able to we'll be able to fit something in, I'm sure. But just send us a direct message. So what are you going to get one more time? Okay, you're going to get the Training Academy. at £2,500 value, the automated system, guys, at £5,000 value, the global Facebook community, right? Every single mastermind, you're going to be there with us next Sunday, live. Okay, live. You're going to be rubbing shoulders with six-figure earners live and sharing the proven profitable campaigns with them and taking hints and tips from them, right, that you can implement in your business straight away. Bonus number one, every single mastermind recording, the latest tips and tricks from the pros as they are being released, right? And of course, bonus number three, that essential 30-minute one-on-one coaching call, but only for those first 10 people who jump on board tonight, okay? So the total value there is over, now it's over £12,000. When you get started right now, it's £79, guys, £79, okay? All you need to do is click that orange button below and join with us. You know what you're gonna get at this point. I don't need to go through it all one last time. So click that orange button either below or above this video. But of course, we do have a sneak peek for you. I will run through this quickly and then we'll get some of the guys on the panel below out and they can share their stories with you. Some of them have been with us for a couple of months at Project Q1 and some for a fair few months right now, 6 months plus. Okay, so you can hear their stories and their journeys so far. So let's jump into a sneak peek. Ooh. Over here. So once you click that orange button, okay, you can see Lisa's just joined. You're going to jump onto an order form like this. You're going to put your name and email. Right.com. There you go. And you go to step 2. You pop in your card number, you know, your lifetime membership here, £79. Card number, CVC, expiry. Click complete your order. You can see all the value you're going to get here on the side. And then you're going to go through and go to your members area. Let's have a look over here. Yeah, there you go. I'm thinking you guys can still see my screen, right? So you're going to come in, create a members area, and at this point, you will be added to our global Facebook community as well and welcomed in there. You're going to go through a series of lessons, you know, lesson 1, 2, all the way through to 9, and complete a coaching questionnaire, okay? And that coaching questionnaire is going to help your coach and yourself understand why you want an online business, okay? Because if you're watching this right now and you're thinking, yeah, it would be nice, I want to make some money, you need a reason, okay? I wanted to get out of teaching, okay? A lot of the other guys down on the panel are going to share with you their stories. You know, you need an actual reason, and that's what these lessons are going to really do. And you're going to go through and book your coaching call, okay? So some of you may have a coaching call with myself. You click this one, 30-minute one-on-one coaching call, okay? We do have other things we do, you know, 45-minute business call here, 90-minute here for $500. So guys, make sure you click this one here. Your coaching material and business overview, module number 2. You know, the adverts training, we've got a step-by-step training here, guide on how to get your training up and running, right? How to start that advertising. Once you've been with us for a few months, you'll go and do some advanced Facebook training. We've got some entrepreneurial mindset resources, you know, and we're going to recommend some books for you guys if you're into reading, you know, entrepreneurial kind of books, and a bunch more stuff over here. So let's see at this point if we've got any questions that you guys have been asking. How does Project Q1 line up with comparison with your major high ticket products? Well, Project Q1, Kev, is a system to sell and promote those high ticket products. Okay, I hope that kind of clears it up. Oh yeah, Camila, thanks for clearing that up. I did. How long does a high ticket sale last for on average? Well, once you make that high ticket sale, you get the commission. You know, we get paid on a daily basis. So it depends how long it takes you to spend £4,000, Kev, really, when you get to that point, of course. What is an example of a product that can make £4,000 a day? So it's not one product that makes that every day. Yeah, it's a single product sale. So as we were saying, you know, we work with companies that pay us over 50% commissions. Okay, so can you imagine how the value of a product when you're able to make £4,000 per day? Does that make sense? James has written here, he spends more than £79 on a night out, and I get in return is a massive hangover. Exactly, James. Right, that's a great example right there. People go out on a Friday night, they worked all day, they probably maybe earned £79 in a day. Okay, and they then go and blow it on a night out, and that's completely fine for them because it's normal. It's a way of life. It's a way people live, you know, in the UK. But as soon as you show someone an opportunity, they kind of take a step back and think, wait a minute, someone wants to charge me £79, and what I can do is start a profitable online business that can help me for the rest of my life. No. Yeah. So I can see what the way you go in there, James. Leisha said, how are we meant to create this traffic of clientele for these high-end products? Well, Leisha, I hope you just saw the glimpse I showed you of the members area, right? And in that members area, it shows you how to drive the traffic to those products and services that we actually promote. So if you've got any more questions on that, do let me know, and I'll get that covered for you. Grant's put, cannot wait to invest in myself. This is what I've been waiting for. Like-minded society. Absolutely, Grant. You have no idea even though you may have not met all these people, right? The energy and buzz you feel by being around over 500 like-minded people is insane. It's unreal. This is the second masterclass you've watched. Cool. I'm glad you've enjoyed both times, and you're out of work, but hopefully soon you'll have the money to do this. And that's right. You know, a lot of people, there's two things you have. You either have the money or you have excuses, right? And a lot of people see an opportunity and they're like, oh, I don't have the money for that. And if you ask them why, you know, so why don't you have the money for it? Oh, because they say because, and as soon as someone says because, you know, it's an excuse. The people that take action see why they're doing something, okay, and why you are actually doing something for yourself to grow and develop, instead of using that because word. I can't because of this, that, and the other. So at this point, let's get some of the guys out on the panel down there. So I'll stop my screen share and introduce Rich to you guys. So let me stop this. There we go. So Rich, if you want to unmute yourself and turn your camera on, there we go. So let me tell you about Rich. He joined with us, you know, a little over 11 months ago now. First met Rich online, had no online experience whatsoever. And as you saw before, he was able to generate over £20,000 in a single month. Yeah, and Rich would tell you, he didn't have any experience online. Like he could use a bit of Facebook, a bit of Google, potentially, you know, he'd Google how long do you need to boil an egg for or something like that on a Sunday morning. But guys, Rich put in the work. Seriously now, Rich put in the work. He followed our training step by step. Okay, followed the guidance. And guess what happens when you follow and stay persistent? You get the results you want. Okay, and Rich will tell you about a little bit about his story now and what he was actually being able to do while he was on the cruise, the amount of money he was able to generate while doing that. So over to you, Rich. Yeah, give us a couple of minutes of your story.
Yeah, cheers, Roy. Yeah, I mean, for anyone who's sort of heard my story before, brilliant. Yeah, I'll go over it anyway. Yeah, 2009 basically was when my life changed. It hurt me back quite badly. I've always been looking for something different, but I'll be honest, I wasn't looking for an online business. I've always been skeptical of the online world. I don't know nothing about it, or didn't know nothing about it, so I always stayed clear. But what happened is 12 months ago, I came in from work. My back's literally, I'm waiting for an operation at the minute. My back's always been, like I say, really bad since 2009. I came in from work this particular day, and it was like, you know, my back felt like glass. That's the only sort of impression that I can sort of like put across to you to feel how my back was. And it was weird because that particular night was when I was scrolling through Facebook. I saw an ad online. And like I say, I was the most skeptical person in the world. I'll be honest. I'll be totally honest. When I saw the ad, the first thing I did and said to my wife was, "It's a scam." And I closed the laptop. And honestly, that's the first thing I did. 4 days later, I came in from work, and like I say, my back's really bad. So I came in from work. I had a really, really hard day at work. And I thought, you know, I physically can't do this no more. I can remember getting a link sent, like an email sent. So I thought, I'm going to have another look at this. So I clicked on the link, watched the webinar. I joined that night. And I can honestly say it's the best thing I've ever done, because from being so skeptical, it's totally changed my life in a way that you're like a normal person, I would say, just can't get across to anybody else. I'm just, like I say, I'm just a normal bloke from the northeast of England who had an injury. But what it is as well, I had a massive why. My why was that I had a family to support, I had children to support. I had a quite big mortgage. I'm not being funny, but I had quite a big mortgage. I knew that I had to do something. I didn't know what I was going to do until I saw this. And like I say, my back, it's like I know it's a bit of a cliche, but my back, I know my back's bad, but my back was against the wall. And I thought, you know, I'm going to have to do something different and get a different result. I knew I had to do something different. Everyone says, you know, it's a scam, this, that, and the other, but to get a different result, you must do something different. I found this community, the ProjectQ1 community, it opened my eyes. Like I say, it was like-minded people. As soon as you get invited to the group, they welcome you in, and it's like these things don't exist in the normal world. You know, everyone's so negative, and I just saw a difference to myself within a few days of joining. And what made sort of the difference for me is that the training was step by step. Like Rai said, he's not lying. I had no online experience whatsoever. I could do Google. I couldn't send an email. And I still struggle. I'll be honest. I still struggle with sort of internet stuff. But it's so easy, the step-by-step training, that anybody can do it. I was 44 when I joined. I'm 45 now. I'm still learning. I'm learning every day. But I never ever give up. My persistence and my why was much bigger than the sort of having to quit. I knew I couldn't quit. And like today, I look back, like say a year nearly to this day, I've been joined, and you know, I'm earning like multi-5-figure months, and that's not to brag, you know, or to boast to anybody. That's just to more or less say that anybody out there can do this, not just me. Anybody, if I can do it, who has no online experience whatsoever, anybody can do it. And like Ray was just saying there, you know, I've been on holiday. I've been on a few this year. And like, because it's an automated system, it's 90% automated. Your business works when you're on holiday. So I was on a cruise, and I had internet for 1 day. That's all, 1 day. And I messaged Rai while I was there and said, I've just earned over £7,500 while in my first week. In the second week, I earned nearly another 3. So while I was away for 10 days, I earned over 10 grand. And it's like, you know, I'm laying there on the sunbed like this, and my business is working because it's totally automated. But it doesn't happen overnight. Like Rai said, it doesn't happen overnight. You've got to be committed. You've got to put the work in, and it does work. It really does work. So, you know, that's my story. So anyone sitting on the fence who's sort of thinking, you know, is this a scam? I'm skeptical. Just take a look at and other people who's on the panel here, exactly, they'll tell you their story. But for me, I was in the same position. I thought it was a scam. And how I look at a scam now is totally different to what everyone else sees a scam. Like, to me, a scam now is working 40 hours a week to make somebody else rich with, you'll never ever reach the top. You'll always be on that bottom trying to get up to the top, you know, and it's just one of them. It's, but yeah, that's my story, and I hope everyone sort of takes a bit of, and don't procrastinate, because procrastination is a killer.
Completely agree with you there, Rich. And guys, when Rich is throwing numbers around there, and it was like, I earned £7,000 in my first week on the cruise. Rich had been with us at that point for over 9 months. As he said, he did the work. Guys, he had no idea about it beforehand, but he stayed persistent and did the work. And that's what allowed him to be kicking back on his cruise, you know, getting a bit of sunburn, drinking some cocktails, and generating that income. Yeah, that's what allowed him to do that. And we've got a few comments over here. Leisha will be joining next week on payday. Hopefully, we'll still have the same offer up for you, Leisha. You'll have to contact your potential coach. If you scroll down to the bottom and click underneath, you can actually add them on Facebook. We got Sarah here saying, "Hi, I'm a tad skeptical about spending money for something I can't see," with 4 dots at the end. I guess 4 dots means you're skeptical, right? I was skeptical before I started an online business. And every single person within our community had that slight bit of skepticism before starting, because you know why? You know why you're skeptical? It's because you've never done it before. You've never taken that leap from where you are now to where you want to be, and it's pushing your comfort zone. Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, what these guys online are showing me how they make money, and show me how they can also show me how to help. You know, we want to work with the people who want to work with us. And when you say you're spending money on something you can't see, if you go out on a weekend, right, Sarah, or Sarah, how much money do you spend? Can you see the alcohol you consumed the night before? Can you see those 8 shots of Sambuca, yeah, and 2 others you bought for some random people at the bar? I don't think you can see that. Yeah, can you see those shoes you buy one time? Yeah, that dress you buy for the night out that you never wear again, because for some reason that's a thing some girls do, right? You wear a dress once, you put it in the wardrobe, and it never gets worn again. Yeah, you can't see that. It's out of sight, out of mind. What we're showing you here is an opportunity to lock arms with us. Yeah, a genuine opportunity that we can show you our profitable campaigns. You join, become a part of our community. Would each and every single one of us here tonight show our faces, have links to our actual Facebooks, yeah, and put the effort in to this to provide value for the newest person joining? You know, if it's not real, answer me that, Sarah, down in the chat below. Feel free. Anyone else with any other questions, do fire them away in the chat, because a lot of your questions people have had in the past. Maybe they didn't write it and now they're doing something else. Some people that do write it get the questions answered, and guess what? They're some of the successful people within our community, right? So let's bring someone else out. Let's bring out Lily. Okay, Lily's down there. She's been with us now for over 4 months. Okay, Lily's been with us for over 4 months, and you've seen how she was able to generate over £2,000 within her first 3 weeks. Okay, not everyone comes in and does it. She came in, boom, back to the wall. She's like, I understand what's going on here. I want a piece of this. Yeah, and I am going to do whatever it takes to quit my job and earn however much money I want to earn, right? Which is exactly what we have to offer with our training and mentorship. So she got started, and within a few weeks was able to hand a notice in at work. Yeah, and you can ask her, right? Maybe her friends or family were like, what the hell, you just started this a few weeks ago and you're able to quit your job? It's something that's not real. It's like, you know, like scam alert, right? This can't be real. But living proof right there. And now Lily has people's hairs raising, like, what? How the hell has she done this? And she's going to tell you her reason why as well. Okay, guys, and that's how she was able to generate that kind of income. And now she doesn't work, and she's been to 3 different countries in the last month. Lily, come and tell your story.
Hi guys, if I could just give me a thumbs up and let me know you can hear me through a headset. Cheers. Yeah, so kind of as Roy's already explained, I quit my job within 3 weeks of joining ProjectQ1, and that was merely because the day before I saw the advert, the day before I kind of jumped on board, I'd already got to a point where I'd written my notice out for work, and I was sat there, I was on my way to work, and I was like, enough's enough. I can't do this anymore. I was working in retail. The hours were so much and so tiring. And I'd already got to a point where I was like, I need to get out of this now. I need to do something else in my life. And that's when I saw kind of the opportunity with ProjectQ1. I'd already written my notice out. I kind of convinced myself not to hand it in that day. But 3 weeks later, after I'd kind of seen results already with ProjectQ1, I was like, now's the time to do it. I was already earning more than I would in a month's work with the company I was with. So I was like, why not? Why would I stay and work 40 hours when I can earn just as much within kind of 4 days, pretty much hard work online, and you can earn exactly the same. So yeah, I was kind of like, this is my time to get out. Last year I went traveling for 6 months, and I kind of done the Southeast Asia circuit as most people do. And yeah, again, kind of when I got back home, everything was the same. Everyone was in the same mindset. And I'd say to people like, oh, what's happened in the past 6 months? And they'd just say like, oh, you know, same old. And so much in my life had changed within that 6 months. I'd experienced so many new cultures, so many new people, different countries, religions, everything. And I was just like, how has nothing changed in your life in the past 6 months? And that was the point that I was like, no, I need to see more of the world. I need to kind of broaden my horizons, and I can't be stuck in the same job for the next 45 years. I mean, I'm approaching 25, and the retirement age keeps growing. And yeah, I just wasn't in a position where I was like, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my entire life. So yeah, I've been with ProjectQ1 nearly 5 months now. And after 3 weeks, I handed my notice in at work. And since, as I said, kind of last month, I went to Malta, Portugal, and Dublin. Dublin ride just because, why not? I've never been. So yeah, kind of that's it. I'm just embracing my new lifestyle. I've got all the time in the world to go to all these places that I want to. I can work wherever there's Wi-Fi, so why wouldn't I?
Brilliant story, Lily. And yeah, just thanks for clearing up why you went to Dublin. And yeah, you know, guys, as Lily was saying, she went traveling. Her mindset shifted a little bit. Mindset changed, and it's probably similar to a lot of you guys that are watching this right now. Okay, you want something more. You want to kind of transition from that employee to entrepreneur. If you don't know how, you need the tool to do it. Guess what? That's what we have to offer for you. We've been in similar situations. I've been in a similar situation myself. I was teaching. I thought I wanted to be an English teacher so I can travel the world and teach English, right? And what I found out is I hated teaching English, but it was the normal thing to do. It's like, oh, Ryan, but now you're an English teacher, so that's just what you do. So am I supposed to accept that and do that for the next 45 years of my life? Yeah, I'd get to travel, but I wouldn't be smiling and be comfortable. I'd just be earning that kind of teacher wage and just scraping by, having to wear a shirt and tie. You know, and I hate ironing shirts as well, which was another downside and the reason I wanted to quit. But like, jokes aside, it took me a few months to get into a position where I was able to quit my job. And when myself and Nate locked arms, we decided, you know, we're gonna create a system that's going to help the newest person that comes in be able to quit their job even quicker than what we were able to do it. Yeah, and we set up the training, we set up the members areas, and that's what we were able to do. So now we've got the guys down in this panel, like Lily, within 3 weeks was able to generate $2,000. Like that's what we wanted to. That's what we wanted to create. Everyone isn't out to get you. Some people are there to help you, you know, and guide you and coach you and mentor you to where you want to go. There's some people, those communities I was always looking for online. Yeah, this is one of them. This is one of those communities. And we've got a question here from Sarah. You're not a great drinker or shoe buyer. Good for you. Glad to hear that, actually. And what you want to know is where does the £79 go? But if you've watched the masterclass so far, we've shown you, phase number 1, phase number 2, and number 3 is what you actually get with Project Q1. So you get our high converting sales system, our whole sales system working for you, and I think we have 13 components, right, running that sales system on your behalf. You get access to our Facebook community, our private Facebook group, and our weekly mastermind calls. Okay, a mastermind call is for 2 hours on a Sunday. We do 2 separate ones, and within the week as well. You jump on board with us, you learn from us. Okay, and any question you have regarding your business, it's not just you come in, it's like, here you go, here's some training, good luck with your business. You're in and you are one of us, you're one of our inner circle. Yeah, and it is our responsibility and our duty. If you want to generate that income, make an online business for yourself, do it. Yeah, you see these guys out there that are earning X amount of money each and every month, right? These online marketing guys, well, they're real. These communities are real, and this is one of them, right? So Sarah, that's where your money is going, essentially, and you're going to get that one-on-one coaching call. I think we've had so far this evening. I've seen a few people that have just joined with us. So congratulations to you guys that have just recently joined. You've guaranteed yourself that coaching call. And Sarah, if you want to guarantee yourself your coaching call as well, there's no better time than the present, right? And we'll speak about procrastination in just a bit. So let's bring out Adam. Rich, can you introduce Adam? I will just address some of these comments over here. Rich isn't listening, is he?
Yeah, I just managed to unmute myself. Yeah, Adam was introduced to the community probably roughly 4 months ago now. Adam came in from a financial background, so he sort of knew not so much the system as it was, but sort of the financial state of it. And Adam's, hit the ground running from day one. He's an absolute asset to the team. And it's all yours, Adam. I'll let you crack on there.
All right. Thank you, Rich. So I've been with Project Q1 4 months now. I was just sort of looking for extra work online. I was just fed up in my 9-to-5 job in finance, as Rich said, just looking for something extra or different. And I come across Project Q1, got involved, thought I might as well give it a go. It cannot be any worse than what I'm doing at the moment, and just went all in. And I mean, in my 9-to-5 job, I was just sick of working, making money for people above me, getting sort of 4 weeks holiday a year, getting told when I can take the holidays, and I do like to travel. That's how I got involved. And just come back from holiday for 2 weeks, been abroad, and in that 2 weeks I had 3 sales, which is £4,000. Unbelievable results for me at the moment. I actually handed my notice in my 9-to-5 job 3 weeks ago, and I've got 3 weeks from tomorrow till I'm totally finished. So just can't wait, really. So if anyone is skeptical, like I've seen in the comments and things, just add any one of us on Facebook. You'll see pictures of Lilybeth's retirement party. You'll see mine in a couple of weeks. You'll see Rich on his cruises as well. So we're just real people. So as I say, if anyone's skeptical, just add us on Facebook, and you'll see we're real people. So yeah, that's my story, really. I've been in my current job 10 years now, so it's not a decision that I've taken lightly or anything. So this has definitely been a success for me, and just by doing what Rich and Lilybeth have said, following the training, the step-by-step training, and you just cannot go wrong. You've got everyone in the community to support you. So yeah, that's my story really.
Brilliant, Adam. And yeah, just to let you guys know, Adam's made over £3,000 in the last week whilst he was in Benidorm. Yeah. So Adam's been with us, just over 4 months, I believe, mate. Maybe
that's right.
More now. And that's what he was able to do. He followed the training. He could see the system working, and he ran with it. And that's exactly what he's been able to generate with us at ProjectQ1, which has been fantastic seeing your journey. And this is just a handful of our successful members of the community, guys. And I'd like you to introduce Camila as well, Adam.
Yeah,
please.
So Camila, I think she's been with us about 6 or 7 weeks now, and she's had great success with us as well. So I'll let her sort of talk through her success with ProjectQ1.
Oh yeah, I think I just did what what Rich did. I muted and then unmuted myself. But hello everyone. So for me, my story is probably quite similar to Lilybeth's in a sense that my story kind of started with traveling, and I did a few different trips. Again, it's always South Asia, isn't it? So I went to Vietnam and I went to the Philippines, and I was really kind of still excited about the working and then traveling when I came back from Vietnam. But then the second trip, after coming back from the Philippines, I just kind of felt that I wasn't really happy with just having that 3 or 4 weeks to be able to go traveling. And I really, really just felt like I needed something else, that there was something else out there, that there was more than just working for your 3 or 4 weeks. So I kind of actually went hunting for something different, looking online, seeing various kind of options that were there. Sort of looked at the remote year things and digital nomad groups. And then through all of that kind of searching, I then found PQ1. And I just thought, brilliant, this is exactly what I've been looking for. I want something that will take me out of my 9 to 5 eventually, and I'll be able to do that, and I can travel wherever I want. I just take a laptop and find Wi-Fi, and I'll be able to do this from wherever I might be. And like the guys are saying, it is really, really helpful and supportive. And I'm not very technical at all. I'm kind of like a little bit of a joke in our office, where I'm like what I call as the tech tard. And I'm kind of like, is it anybody else? Is it just me? Or are you getting these issues? So I'm definitely not a computer person at all, but it really, really is really, really easy. You just kind of follow the step-by-step training, and anything that you've got a query about, if you're not sure about it, then you just, put the feelers out to the group, and somebody will always help you with something, whatever that might be. So, many of you, I was also quite skeptical coming on board. But as soon as you jump on board, you're really kind of, it kind of made me feel secure afterwards, because there was just so much help and support from people, and they honestly, genuinely want you to do well in your business. So yeah, I guess that's a bit of my story.
Brilliant, Camila. Yeah, cool. Can you just mute yourself so I don't hear myself twice? Once is enough.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. So you went traveling. You knew there was more to life than the normal 9 to 5 kind of 9 to 5 grind, as the cliche goes, and then you see an opportunity, and you can kind of see, a lot of you guys right now are watching. I can see, there's 23 people still with us watching, and you've gone through a sequence, right? You've gone through these emails, you've either seen a video or some kind of videos, that we've been sent, that you've been sent. Okay, and some of our stories, our backstories about how we got started and how we've been able to help so many people. And you're watching this right now, and we are currently 2 hours exactly into the presentation. Yeah, we usually try and keep them down to 1.5 hours, but we always go on and share some stories at the end, as long as you guys are willing to listen. Okay, and you can get some value from it. And what I was trying to say there, you know, Camila, she changed her mindset, and she could see what was possible. She saw an opportunity and she linked it with, hold on, I wanted that traveling kind of lifestyle. To have that, I can use this, right? And then once that actually happens, you know, I had the same thing. I was like, I'm teaching, I want to travel, not, you know, have these moaning and whining kids coming at me every single morning, afternoon and evening, just so I can get by, right? And I could, because I tasted that traveling, and maybe not even traveling, maybe it's just some freedom. Maybe you want to go part-time for a while, yeah, before you transition to a full online business. Maybe you enjoy doing what you do. Maybe you want to volunteer. Yeah, and you can see this, you kind of can link the two things together, that freedom, either the time, location, financial, or a combination of all three. And then also the what you want to get out of it, right? So the traveling, or, you know, the staying at home with your family, spending more time, not having to answer to someone, not having to wake up to an alarm clock. And you link these things together with Project Q1. And now you're like, yeah, cool, it sounds good. And you have that kind of barrier. It's like, well, where do you go from here? And that is your comfort zone. And your comfort zone is constantly like, you're trying to stand up and it's constantly like knocking you back down. Right? It's like, stay in here. You're safe in here. You know what you're doing in here. Everything's boring in here, right? And if you do the same thing on repeat, you're going to get the same results. I know it. Everyone on the panel know it. You guys watching this live right now, you know it. If you do the same thing each and every day, expecting a different result, you're crazy. Einstein said it himself. Einstein's right, okay? You know, I graduated from university. I have a piece of paper. It cost me around £37,000 to hold. I got a picture in my scroll, and on that day, okay, the rest of my class chucked those pointy hats in the air, and I just stood there. And I was just shaking my head. I was like, everyone has now just qualified themselves to join a rat race. I want to go out. I want to travel. I want to actually live. I don't want to just scrape by, look around. You know, I can't afford a house on my own, so I'll rush into some kind of relationship. And then I'm like, oh, this guy's got a nicer car than me, so then I'm going to go and get a nicer car, spend more on my finance in the car, then go and get a house, because that's a normal thing to do. Either have a child or maybe have a pet first, and kind of be molded into a normal life in society, right? Which is fine if that's what normal people want. But some people want something different, want something more. And at that point, I was so scared. I went back up to North Wales, and this was after I went traveling. And that's where I'm from. I'm from a small town called Mold in North Wales, close to Chester. And I booked a one-way flight to Bangkok in Thailand. Never been to Thailand before. I sold my car, sold it for like £2,000. I bought myself an English teaching course out in Thailand, and I thought I'll be able to kick back on the beach the rest of my life, teach English in my flip-flops for 2 hours a day and be happy, right? It's not what happens. The same thing happens all over the world, right? The same rat race is happening all over the world, where you're working for someone and you work more hours, you work harder to have a chance, to just have a chance of being a manager or a team leader, right? And what does that qualify you to do? That qualifies you to be more stressed, be in charge of more unhappy people, and then answer more serious questions to the guys above that, okay? And that's where I could see myself going. I was in the staff room trying to convince myself, come on, Ryan, you enjoy teaching English. Come on, you like grammar, right? You do, I promise you do. And it's rubbish, yeah? I didn't enjoy it. And I could see myself in 10, 15 years' time in the same position as my managers then. These guys, you know, no offense to them, but they were overweight, they didn't look great, they were stressed, they were kind of bullying, they were working longer hours, they were stressed out, right? And I was like, is that what I came here to do? Is that why I'm here? You know, I was 24 at the time, and like I'm 24 one time. And is this what I want to do? Is this who I'm going to look up to? When these guys are shouting down at me and whinging and moaning at me, you know, in their scruffy shirts, and they're getting whinged and moaned at these other guys, and these are the guys in charge of the education system. That's a different story. But is this what I want to be doing? No. Had I had any online experience? No, absolutely not. But at that moment, when I could see these guys and I could actually vision myself in the future being like them, I was like, I'm going to take the opportunity. I was like you guys watching this right now. I was skeptical. I was skeptical as hell. I didn't think these things are real. I actually met Nate, the guy who showed you the two-step funnel before, you know, over in Vietnam. I actually met him in person because I didn't believe it. And I could see him, right, making sales, and he made some whilst he was on the beach. I was like, oh yeah, as if. You make sales while you're on the beach. He's with his daughter, and it was real. I went and met him. He's like, yeah, mate, I used to do this eBay business. It crashed. Then I was a truck driver for a bit, and then now I'm doing this. And at that moment, I was like, how do you do it? So, there's a training, actually. Look at this. And he showed me, and I had no idea what I was doing, but I just followed it step by step, like clicking my button, like, okay, this click here, that click there. And over time, guess what happened? It became normal to me. It became a normal way of life. And I was part of a community. I was working with people like that actually weren't depressed and negative and blowing all their money on nights out. I had a new kind of environment I was part of, and it lifted me up. And when I was lifted up, that's when I started seeing results. You know, I just followed this training click by click and step by step. And I wasn't always like this on camera. I was shy. I would be hiding down here. Yeah, I did not want to be on camera. I never thought that I would be doing what I'm doing today. But it's a result of getting results and wanting to help other people. As I said before, some people are genuinely out there to help you if you're willing to help yourselves. You know, I can give you all this information alone this evening, but the information alone isn't enough, guys. The information alone isn't enough. That's why we crafted this training specifically for the newest member that comes through, watches this webinar, sees value in it, and is going to take that action. Guys, that's my story. You know, it took me 7 months to transition from, I was earning $2,000 a month as a teacher, and I swapped then to online. Once I was earning more than $2,000 a month online, and that was back in October last year, 2016. And since then, Project Q1 has completely blown up, especially in the UK. You know, there are similar systems to this, a lot of similar systems to this in the US. This is an extremely new concept in the UK. And that's why we're all skeptical as hell, and we kind of cross our arms at these kind of things, right? But guess what, guys? These systems, people that actually want to help you generate an income online are real. That's what I wanted to chime in about this evening. There is a couple more questions over here. Cheers, guys. Going to give it a go. Great to hear. Sarah. James, I'm going to join with you. Brilliant to hear, James. Kev, what laptop do you use to get up and running? I had a £200 laptop. It was 5 years old, and it lasted me my first 6 months online. And then I changed to MacBook because I like space gray color. That's why. And is there a video link? Bernie, I don't know what you mean there. Cheers, guys. Gonna give it a go. Brilliant. Kev asks, also starting out, do you set up a business before you start earning? You don't have to set up a business as such, Kevin. What you do, you plug into our training, and then we show you like how to promote the products and services we're actually working with. And at that point, you know, you'll jump on a coaching call with your coach to map out the best way for you to do that. But you don't actually have you don't register yourself as a business until a certain point of income, of course. And that's something we deal with person to person when you reach that point. What did you study? I studied outdoor education. Yeah, like a kind of, it's the same thing as like a sports science, but more for outdoor sports. And then I went into more of a teaching role in that. Alicia says, I want to make a great life for myself and my partner, see the world and own our first home. Brilliant, Alicia. And you have a why, you have a reason now. So what you can do once you jump on board with us this evening, you press that orange button below. You work your way through module number 1, as every single person joining this evening will do. And after that, you'll book your coaching call with your coach. He will know or she will know about you and about your goals and vision that you have right there, and how you can actually make that, what steps you can take, you know, to actually get that life where you can go out and travel. America sneezes and we catch the cold. I wouldn't say it's more of a cold. I don't know if you've seen the hurricanes and stuff in the US, and we're making a hurricane, we're making a wave in the UK. This isn't just a cold, James, but I really like that. I really like that metaphor. Never heard that one. I'm going to keep that. Thanks. So guys, if you have any kind of questions, you know, before we hop off this evening, we've been with you now over 2 hours. Congratulations to Susan as well, who's just jumped on board with us this evening, and a bunch of other new members have. So guys, let me show you actually one more slide over here. I've lost my voice. So procrastination, it's the thing you're doing right now. If you're watching this, you can see the value in what's going on. And am I sharing my screen? No, I'm not. So let me share my screen with you first. So guys, procrastination is basically the thing you do when you've got an exam or you've got work that you need to do and you just don't do it until the last minute or ever, okay? And that is the #1 killer of all success. And you may be wondering why or how, like, I don't get what you mean. Well, if you're watching this right now, yeah, and you see value in what we've done, and you want to join with us and have every single thing that you've seen this evening, you've gained value, then you haven't clicked the orange button and you haven't invested, then that is procrastination, right? So it's the killer of all success. Why? As Napoleon Hill says, that's this guy here. Who is Napoleon Hill, you might ask? Napoleon Hill spent his entire life, he dedicated it to studying common attributes of millionaires and billionaires, and wrote a book about it. And this is a summary of his book that we actually give away to you for free this evening. So I'll let you know about that in a sec. And he says, successful people make decisions quickly, as soon as all the facts are available, and change them very slowly, if ever. Look at the guys on the panel right now. What's similar with all their stories? Yeah? Unsuccessful people, on the other hand, make decisions very slowly and change them often and quickly. Right? They change them often and quickly. They jump from thing to thing. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll do that. Spend another week pondering over something. And the next thing you know, it's 2025 and you wish you took that opportunity in 2017. Okay? So, guys, do it now, because sometimes later becomes never. Okay? Later becomes never. And of course, we do have those couple of bonuses for you. I'll show you right now. You know, the first 10 people do get that 30-minute one-on-one coaching call. So everyone that's joined so far, huge congratulations to you. You have guaranteed yourself a coaching call with one of the coaches. And if you're watching this on repeat, send us a private message on Facebook. All you have to do, guys, click that orange button below. You know this by now. You know the value you've got. You know the price that it actually is. But before you go, we have some free gifts for you. You're going to get a fully customizable website. We're going to email you these over, by the way. And we're going to throw in a Facebook ads wall chart. That is a chart that we actually use within our community to specifically target those people. Right? I know a few of you are asking these questions. specifically target these people who want to purchase our products or services that we're offering. Okay, and a copy of the best-selling guide to the business mindset, Think and Grow Rich. That's where we got that quote from before. Okay, we're just going to give you all these, okay, for free. All you have to do is scroll to the bottom of the page. There is either a golden star down there or a blue bar. Just click it straight away and it'll go through to a page where you can get all 3 of your bonuses, and we're also going to email them to you. How kind is that? So I'll jump out of the screen share right now. And guys, we're pretty much coming to the end of the presentation this evening. If you have any more questions, please ask now. Because, you know, we've been going on for a while. There is still 17 people online right now watching us. You know, you have a decision. You either go forward or remain the same, and hopefully another opportunity will come your way at some point, guys. So this is your last chance to ask any kind of questions about the business. So we've got one here. How long is it, Bud? It's just over 2 hours up to now. Oh, cool, Ben. So you've joined at the end of the presentation, mate. So what you can do, I will send out, or one of the leaders here will send out an email to you, and it's going to have a replay link. The replay is only up for a certain amount of hours. We don't offer it to the general public. We offer it to people who are on our email list and want to seize an opportunity. So you'll have a chance to watch the replay. And guys, I think that's about it. We've been going for over 2 hours now, 2 hours and a quarter. So congratulations to every single person who has joined this evening so far. Make your way through module number 1. Go ahead and book your coaching call with your coach, and you're going to be accepted into our private global community within the next day or so. And I look forward to working with absolutely everyone who wants to work with themselves and create something for themselves. Okay, guys, and on that note, I will love you and leave you, and we will speak again at a later date if you want to start an online business, guys. So ciao for now.